Mel says he's the fourth best quarterback prospect he's ever scouted. As you have scouted him, where does he rank amongst the very best prospects you've ever seen?
Yeah, I've been doing it as long as Mel. Jim Kelly was drafted the year I was born, so I don't have that time span that Mel does, but he is one of the greatest quarterback prospects I've ever evaluated. I think you would put him up there with Andrew Luck as far as great prospects. As you mentioned, the mobility is exceptional. Listen, he is a great prospect, but the one thing that doesn't get talked about enough is what if it doesn't work? And that is a big part of this because it is the NFL draft. If it doesn't work, what do we look for with Trevor Lawrence? I think the fact that there were 5 interceptions in his last 6 games, there were times where the delivery gets elongated. The Virginia Tech game that we're showing right here, he struggled big time that game. Completion percentage was about 20 points lower than it normally is for him. So there are some things he has to work on. And I think one of the questions, Greeny, that we haven't discussed a lot is Urban Meyer's actually never coached in the NFL. Urban Meyer taking his first NFL job with a rookie quarterback. That is a dynamic that I will be very interested to see play out. I'm excited about Trevor Lawrence. He is a great all-time prospect, but there are still questions that we have to get answered about his ability to translate to the NFL.
That's fair. Joey Galloway, generational talent. What do you think?
I don't like to use that term because it literally depends on his situation, what pieces are around him, what is his offensive line like? Does he have a chance to stand in the pocket like he did at Clemson? And so when we look at Trevor Lawrence, he is a tremendous quarterback. He has all the measurables that you ask for, but because we judge guys on wins, on stats, that will depend heavily on the guys around him. When you look at guys in the NFL, it is like, when a guy has a really good offensive line or when a quarterback has a really good run game, they're a different quarterback. You need these things because of guys like Rob Ninkovich on the other side who are very talented on the defense. You need a lot of pieces around you to be successful. If they can do that in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence will be outstanding.
And so, Graziano, this thought just sort of jumped into my head. So with all the other quarterbacks in this year's class, we talk about fits and needs and, do the Jets like Zach Wilson better than Justin Fields and do the 49ers like Mac Jones? Is it safe to say that all 32 teams, all 32 general managers, if they had the first pick and they needed a quarterback, every one of them would take Trevor Lawrence? Is that a reasonable thing to say?
I think it's reasonable. I don't know that I can say I've polled all 32 and gotten that, but yeah, that's definitely the consensus. I think if the Jets, for instance, had been in that spot, if they had kept losing late in the year, then he would be going to the Jets. But he's definitely viewed very, very highly. But I mean, Matt's point is a very good one. No one is situation proof, right? I mean, if this is a mess, like if Urban Meyer can't do this job, then there's a problem. If Darrell Bevell doesn't have the right kind of offense for him to thrive in, then it could be a problem. We've definitely seen first-round quarterback picks not make it. I don't think there's anybody out there saying, oh, Trevor Lawrence is probably not going to make it or he's going to be a bust. But it's a good reminder that no one is situation-proof. Where you land and who coaches you matters a lot in terms of your NFL future, especially at this position.
That's fair. But the point is that could be said about literally anyone. As we discuss him as a prospect, he checks every box, right? There's nothing that we're missing here.
Everyone.
As far as he's concerned. If things go wrong, it'll be because the things that go wrong around him. You put him in the right position, and there's every reason to think he will succeed. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.